Hello, everyone. I'm Karen Harrison. Welcome to our August Reiki call. You can find me on my website at karenharrison.net. You can also find me on my YouTube channel. From my website, scroll down about halfway on the home page, and you'll find a button that has Reiki videos. And I have a Reiki and essential oil channel that you can get to, where I have made a lot of videos to provide information for you all, maybe some entertainment. I don't know. A couple of them are funny. So, anyway, thanks for joining me. And I guess let's just take a moment to introduce yourselves, maybe share your name and level of Reiki, or if you're new to Reiki, and we'll circle back around with questions in a few minutes. Okay, well, I know we have Cooper from Lenexa.
So I'm actually an IT analyst, and I'm getting into Reiki as possibly a side profession or just a hobby. I'm not sure quite yet, but I've been learning about the basics, and yeah, I'm very interested in it. And I've had it. I've been a client once, and so that kind of piqued my interest. And then I have a friend who's also into it as well. So yeah, that's basically a bit about me.
Super. Well, I think Reiki can go great with IT to help you with any stress of your job, and also just help with creativity for problem solving, as well as self-care. Yeah, and it'd be a nice way to use the right brain more when you're not doing the IT stuff with the left brain.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and Elena, you're out in Kansas somewhere.
Yes, I am in Kansas. I work in Missouri as a nurse, and I've been doing Reiki I knew about it a long time ago, but I just recently got my Reiki Master in April. Yes, that was awesome thing to do. Currently, I wanted to let you know, I am trying to get a Reiki share or a Reiki circle together with one of your other students that I met in Joplin. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Jean Kilquist is down there in Joplin.
Yes, Jean. I think it's okay if I say her name. I don't think she'll care.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, that would be great. Yay. Love to have you do that. Yeah, when you get information about it, send it to me, and I can put it out there in my monthly newsletter announcing it.
That would be great. I think we're shooting for September, we said. So.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Great time to start. Hey, Angel, you want to introduce yourself? Oh, I don't think she has audio yet. She doesn't have audio. Okay. Well, hey, I'll say something about myself. I have been a Reiki master since 1998. I learned Reiki in 1993. And Reiki has just been my passion in my life. I love doing Reiki sessions. I love teaching Reiki. Teaching Reiki is one of my favorite things because it allows me to help more people by sharing it and empowering other people then who can also teach it and share it. So it's truly a pay it forward type of thing. So that's what I like about it. Okay, well, I'm going to start off with an opening prayer, and then we're going to go into questions. And I got to turn down my bio mat that I'm sitting on because I am getting cooked. I wish you're going to start seeing sweat dripping off of me. Okay, all right. Father, Mother, God, Sweet Holy Spirit, we are grateful to be here as a group to share giving and receiving Reiki, to learning about Reiki, to spreading the light and love of Reiki in the world. We affirm that we are clear and open channels for only the highest and holiest Reiki energy, setting our personalities and egos aside. And we invite the Reiki energy to flow through us fully, easily, completely, to benefit all of those on the call and all of those who watch the call later. Thank you, God. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. All right. So I have some questions that people have sent in to me, but first I want to see if there's any questions that you all have or any Reiki experiences that you've had that you would like to share. Okay, well, I guess I'll jump into the questions that people have sent in to me. So, all right. So one person says, I need your expert advice on something. I've been asked to give Reiki to a friend's new home. They're experiencing very strange things, doors opening and closing. Also, their infant daughter screams when she enters her bedroom and won't go in the doorway. I was going to do a cleanse with Palo Santo and frankincense. Anything else that I should do? So I wrote her back and said, use the Palo Santo and frankincense and sage if you have it. Go through each room and draw all the symbols there, you know, all the Reiki symbols that you have, intending to cleanse and charge the room up. And I like to take my time with this and add in some additional elements. Sometimes I'll use incense. So I don't have my incense here, but imagine if this were incense, you know, I would light it and carry around the holder and then go around and draw the Reiki symbols, tapping it on the holder from time to time so that it doesn't drop ash on the floor as I go around. And I'm just intending to cleanse and charge the room. Or another thing would be to use a singing bowl. And I just hold the singing bowl in my hand and draw Reiki symbols over it and then play it and walk around the room intending to cleanse and charge it. Another way that I like to do is with tuning forks. So I'll take the tuning forks. I have Jonathan Goldman's C and G tuning forks, and I'll tap them against the carpet to activate them, and then draw the power symbol as I walk around the room. And then when the sound stops, I'll activate them against the carpet again and walk around the room, drawing the Reiki power symbol on the four walls, the ceiling, the floor, and the center of the room. Another thing that you can use is a diffuser. So I'm grabbing my diffuser. Let's see, here it is. Diffusing frankincense, orange, Palo Santo, sage, all of those would be good for clearing the space. Rose, if you want to splurge a little bit, put some nice high vibration in the room. You can draw your Reiki symbol over your diffuser and intend that everything that is being diffused is now filling the room with this healing energy of the essential oils and Reiki. Right now I'm diffusing lavender, lemon, and peppermint. One of my favorite combos. Okay. All right. Angel raised her hand. Let's see. Let me see if I know how to do this.
It's not a question. I'm trying to make sure that you can see me because I can't see your video anymore, but I see your picture streaming, following through. But I'm called in on my phone.
Okay. Hey, I can hear you. Awesome. All right. What's your question?
Yay. So it was just more of a input also, some other things, which I've done in my own home.
Great.
And it was Meredith had given me the first idea when, you recall in our class, she said that she had Reiki'd her lawnmower before mowing the lawn.
Uh-huh.
So my head went to that space. And so when I got to my home, I Reiki'd the sources of heat, water, electricity in my house. So I went right to the juncture box and the heater and my intention was, as you give electricity to this home, as you provide water to the home, as you provide heat and cool my home, you also give Reiki to the home.
Oh.
So that it continually flows so almost like giving it to the vehicle.
Oh.
So I went for the and on top of the house, like the tuning forks, which I also have and I love. And then I've given Reiki to the crystals that I keep in each room.
Uh-huh.
I've got crystals in the four corners, and I've just given those Reiki. It's just
Excellent. Yay. Yes. Quartz crystals are great at holding energy, and you can take the crystal. Oh gosh, I have crystals sitting all around me. Okay.
Yes.
Here's one of the chunks by my computer, and hold it and.
Are you streaming your video?
Yes.
Okay. All I'm seeing is your picture instead of the video.
That's because. Oh. Okay. You can't see me now?
Mm-mm.
Well, that's interesting. I can see you. Oh. Well, I'm not really sure what the answer is, because if I can see you, you should be able to see me. That is a puzzle.
I can see her as well and hear her.
Uh-huh.
I'm seeing like her picture streaming and then names popping up for Cooper, and it's Elena.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like it's scrolling through but I don't see your video any longer.
Okay, well, I don't know why. That is a puzzle to me.
No worry. I was just trying to check to see if it was something I had over here. So.
Okay. All right. So here's my crystal, and I'm going to draw the Reiki power symbol over it. And maybe I'll even, I would chant the name of the Reiki power symbol, but it's secret, so I'll just do it privately. At home, when I'm cleansing and charging crystals, I'll just chant into the crystal because they like it. And then, yes, placing that around the room will help to hold a higher vibration in the room. Another thing is selenite sticks. Selenite is good at dispersing negative energy. So I place that in the corners of my bedroom. Now, this particular question said that they're experiencing strange things, doors opening and closing. So that may be a little bit more advanced means of space clearing that they need. And by the way, I have an article that I just submitted to the Reiki News magazine on space clearing and blessing with Reiki. So hopefully they will decide to publish that, and it will come out in the December edition. Anyway, if you think that you have some sort of spirits in your home, then I suggest calling on your spiritual source and Archangel Michael, the warrior angel. And then you're going to want to activate your Reiki 2 energy or higher, including the distance symbol, and intend to send Reiki to any and all spirits that are hanging out in your house. it's a good idea to power yourself up first. And Reiki 2 class, we learn how to do that. We draw the Reiki power symbol over our trunk and then up each of our chakras to strengthen our light. So you send Reiki to any and all spirits and ask your spiritual source and Archangel Michael to carry them off to the light. And probably about 15 minutes of doing that ought to take care of it, unless you've got, some bigger problem, really dark energy. But I've done this with lots of, just lesser energies, and it always seemed like it cleared. I don't particularly see these, but I'll work with someone who does, and then they'll verify, but no, that spirit is now gone. So any of you have any other ideas of what you do if you feel like you've got spirits in the house that you would like to see leave?
The crystals I have in the corners of the house are the selenite cones also, with this spirit. I think it's like an intention. So sitting and say, like you asked, I envision the cone coming down, kind of reverse a suction back up, and just, or I've also seen, I'll get in, use meditation as well while I'm using the Reiki, and I'll envision my whole home like I'm above it, shielding the house itself, and then asking for those same higher vibrations to come in and clear the space, and pretty much insisting that this is my space, this is our home, and it's not a welcome, if that matter.
Okay, hey, we can.
I got it, and I can see you too.
Great, yeah, well, I can hear you clearly now.
The awesome. Girls come and sit in here also.
Okay. By the way, Meredith says hi.
Tell her I said hello.
Okay. All right. Cool. You can also do the space clearing and blessing at a distance. If you imagine a hologram of the house or office or whatever it is you want to clear, imagine sending Reiki between the two of the walls, your Reiki symbols back and forth from the side to side of the house. And then send Reiki back and forth from the front to the back of the house, intending to clear and release anything less than light. And then send Reiki from the top to the bottom of the house, clearing and releasing. And then I like to imagine the Reiki going around and around in the center of the house. And then some of the energy going up to heaven and some of the energy going down to the earth. So the house is anchored and cleared between heaven and earth. And then send the Reiki energy around the outside of the house. So you can do that with any space of any size. It can work quickly, or you can spend, more time with it. And then I like to check the energy if I'm doing my house. I'll check the energy of a room by standing outside the doorway and noticing how I feel in my chest. Then I'll walk through the doorway and notice, do I feel expanded or contracted? If I feel contracted, then that room is going to need more clearing. So for example, my office, there's a lot of work going on in here. There's a fair amount of clutter. You can't see it because it's hidden behind my nice little screen here. But oh well, hey, this isn't clutter. That's just all my books. Hey, it's kind of like the Wizard of Oz just saw behind the screen. Woohoo! Anyway, this room needs clearing more often, because I'm in here a lot working and thinking and so forth. So activating Reiki and intending to clear and bless the space, raise the vibration so that everyone that is in this space and working in this space is feeling good. Like my lovely assistant over here to my right, Terry. Oh, yes, there's her hand. Terry, you look lovely tonight. Show us your lovely face.
I just got out of work and I'm still here, so
no, she declined, but well. Okay. So those are just some of the ideas for space clearing and blessing. You can also add additional elements. For example, Epsom salt in a pan lined with aluminum foil. And then you put in, I think, a half cup of Epsom salt. Oh, I didn't look at my formula here. And I think about an ounce of the strong alcohol, the grain alcohol, or like the 98% alcohol, not just your regular old rubbing alcohol. And then you get one of those scripto lighters. Oh, you draw Reiki symbols over it. Get a scripto lighter, stand back and light it. It's going to flame. Like,
don't let the kids hear that. The girls may want to try that.
All right, so that formula is in the handout that I gave you for Reiki 1 and 2 on space clearing and blessing. So I wrote that up. Yeah, that one can be a little dangerous if you don't want to hold it too close to your face because you're going to lose your eyebrows or something. All right, and Reiki works great. And hey, you can also just walk around and chant the names of the symbols. You can sing, sing a song, sing the Reiki symbols. Lots of ways to do it.
Somebody else I know, not familiar with the Reiki I learned through you, but if somebody local to me, she suggested, especially in a space that feels heavy frequently, because like you said, like we're in it constantly, my bedroom, is flowers, just to keep fresh flowers around because of and I remember you saying earlier, adding the roses to the mixture that you're doing to raise and she said, yeah, they just are higher vibration. And so I make it a point to keep fresh flowers around the house. And I did know, it was strange that I did notice after she said that it just felt very, at least on my space, my side of my room, it feels very light and airy. Say, okay.
Pretty.
And we go pick them out together. We make it the girls use their Reiki to choose stuff.
Wonderful. I love that you have a Reiki family. The girls are so darling.
Almost.
Well.
The dogs and the children, yes.
And you. Yes. Well, another thing, hey, here's my little cheap spray bottle. This has lavender and peppermint in it. So, oh, that feels good. I mean, you could spray the room, but I'm spraying myself because that felt good. It's just a good idea to shake it up first. So, okay. All right. Well, I have another interesting question that somebody sent in. And this is on money. So a woman wrote me that she says, it's too bad that money seems to be the basis of William Lee Rand's classes. Reiki's always been about healing and growing spiritually, not about money. I still teach and keep my prices affordable, and if need be, only $10 a level. It's our birthright to do this as Jesus did for the highest and best good of all who ask. So I just wrote back, thank you for sharing your opinions. Here's another possibility to consider. When spiritual people do their work, then they can devote their time to, when they're paid for their work, they can devote their time to helping people. If they're not paid for their work, then they're going to have a full-time job or an inheritance or be retired or something. So money in the hands of good people is a good thing, okay? Money is not anti-spiritual at all. It's all part of the flow of giving and receiving in the universe. And it is fair when someone performs a service for someone to receive something. And that's a good thing. You know, again, just using myself as an example, if I weren't paid to teach Reiki classes, then I would be having to do a full-time job of counseling, you know, which is also a great service career. Counselors are paid for their work. You know,
But
again,
you spend a lot of work outside of that where you could fully focus on.
mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
your energy is split then, rather than you getting to focus primarily on what is going to serve the greatest portion of all of us.
Yes. Yeah. So I've kind of migrated away from doing much counseling because that is helping one person at a time or couple, you know, or maybe if it's a family, you know, 3 members at a time. But when I teach Reiki, I can help, you know, maybe 4 to 10 or 15 people or more at a time. Um, so it's helping more people. And when I asked God, you know, what I should do, he said, help more people by writing and teaching. So that's exactly what I'm doing. So, you know, for anyone that has a belief that money is bad, you know, like you just to consider another possibility that, you know, money is a tool just like anything else. And we can either do good with it or not. We do live in a material world, and we need to have our material needs taken care of, you know, unless you're maybe a monk where people, you know, or in a congregation where they're still giving money to feed you and clothe you and take care of your needs. So, any comments about that?
Does anybody else? I just was talking with somebody about that myself in general, and I think it's when we put the negative perspective on anything, whether it's money or time or anything, and we focus on the lack of it, or when we feel guilty because we feel if we ask for money from somebody, then we're taking away from them. I don't see it that way. I see that, like you said, there's an abundance of it. It's available to everybody in different ways. And when we don't see it as something that's a lack or it's not available, it's kind of like that, your intentions that you put on it.
Mm-hmm.
If your intention is, like I've taken your classes and I've sent my children to your classes, I felt more than privileged to be in the classes, and the cost that I spent on there, I thought was more than reasonable. And it's given me something that's going to continue to pay for itself on and over again. And I appreciate that you have that time available. And if that's what it takes for you to do that, then I think it's a different, it's not $10,000.
That's right.
Right. And I do also believe that there is some kind of, people put a value on money and people put different values on money. And when that value on money is scarcity based, it's kind of hard to see a bigger picture, which is understandable because we grew up struggling with money in my family. But at the same time, it's a perspective. And if it's the gift that keeps on giving, it's continually paying for itself. And I think that, I feel like I have this. I went to the dollar store. It feels like I went to the dollar store for what I purchased and what I put my time and reimbursed you for. So.
Oh, well, that was very sweet. Thank you.
No, I guess that didn't come out right. It doesn't feel like the dollar store. It wasn't the dollar store experience, but it's the dollar store value. Is that the?
I know what you mean.
I've been at work all day long. So.
Angel, well, that was very sweet. Yes. Well, you know, Reiki is something that is a gift, and it is an important life tool for self-care to help us to live up to our highest potential. by releasing stress, by clearing away old things that block us, as well as all the new things that tumble in.
And even for my clients that aren't paying me, I use it at work with my clients at work. And so even though I'm not being reimbursed, I am being reimbursed because it allows me to come home in a different space than I may have come in home in if I had not implemented it for myself in that time. So.
Well, that's a cool point. Yes, using Reiki at work. Okay, well, hey, it's time to move into the Reiki share part. So if you've got Reiki, activate your Reiki and any symbols that you have. If you are not yet attuned to Reiki, then put your hands together and call on healing energy from source, by whatever name you call it. Call on love energy. And we're just going to, with our intention, intend to send that love energy, great healing energy, to everyone on this call and to anyone that watches it later. And then we'll just move into silence until just a little bit before 8, intending to send and receive Reiki at the same time. To those of you that have joined us, we're sending each other a Reiki right now, and we've got about 4 more minutes of that. So if you've got Reiki, activate your Reiki. And if you don't have Reiki, then you can just intend to send healing energy or love energy. Okay, well, let's bring that to a close. Okay, wow, that was feeling wonderful. Are you all able to feel the energy?
Absolutely.
Well, yay. Yay, that felt powerful. Yeah. It's always interesting when people join in the Reiki part. I just, if they're calling in, they can't see what we're doing. So I have to.
All these people zoned out. Like, I'll have to make the girls call next time.
Oh, good. Okay. So I haven't chosen the date for the next one, but it's usually the 3rd Monday of the month. So I'll announce that and hope you can join us again. Thank you for contributing your beautiful and powerful Reiki energy and your comments. It makes it a lot more interesting if we have a little discussion. So thanks for your input. And I hope that you'll join us again next month. And if you have any questions in the meantime, you can send them in, or you can wait and surprise me with them on the call. Either way. I'm also working on getting this turned into a podcast on iTunes. I have one of my assistants working on that and getting them uploaded to iTunes so that they'll be available. They're also on my website, and I'll show you where you can find the past ones. I'll just go over to share screen. Okay, and my website, KarenHarrison.net. And then you go to the top nav button that says Reiki Call. And here it is, Archived Reiki Call podcast. Okay, so a number of them are there. Okay, all right. Well, Reiki love and blessings to you all. And I'll talk with you all again.
Oh, hold on. Somebody came to say hi to you real quickly. Hurry.
Oh, okay.
Hurry.
Awesome.
They gotta go. They're closing. Hi.
Well, hi, Winter. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How's your Reiki going? Okay. Remember, it starts with yourself. Give yourself Reiki every day.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for stopping by.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hours.
All right. We'll talk with you all next month.
Thank you, Karen.
Thanks.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you.
Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
No one's here.